What a massive win.
Absolutely incredible.
Yo, people, man. Welcome back to the Red Pitch Podcast. Myself and Scance. How you doing, my bro?
3-point collectors. Can't complain, man.
Yeah, man. I know. Was it yesterday when we was talking about the stream? He's like, hopefully we're both on here celebrating 3 points, because if we weren't, then boy, it might have been a different stream today, man. I'm telling you, man. But listen, man, we might as well start off at the Tottenham Hotspur ground today, which you might as well call the Emirates Stadium Point 2, because you know we just keep collecting wins there, man. We won more times there against Tottenham than they have against us, and I don't know how many losses that is for Tottenham at home this season, but Spurs have lost a hell of a lot of games at home this season, man. You know, they're in a relegation battle. Let's get it right, man. Let's get it right. But listen, man, game today, I feel that to be honest, I feel it was quite a calm game. Obviously, when Eze scored the first goal and they equalized within like a minute later, due to Rice making that horrible mistake. We'll get into that anyway. But you know, at that moment, even though they scored, I still didn't feel a threat from them. I thought if anything's going to come from Spurs today, it's going to come from our mistakes, and not them doing anything. I didn't see them really creating much. I think they only had, was it one touch in the opposition half at one point. So yeah, they didn't really do much, man. Gyökeres 2 goals, Eze 2 goals. Boy, what can I say, Scance, man? Before we continue, I'll let you have a little word on the match. I know you watched it as well, man. What did you think?
Yeah, I think like we were chatting offline between the game. I thought Arsenal started pretty well, man. They were on top for the first 10-15 minutes, and they took a deserved lead. Great finish by Eze. Saka got a bit lucky with his assist. Got a little bit of a nutmeg there, bounce ricochet back to him, but well deserved victory. I think most fans and even Arsenal fans can admit this was, on paper, this was a tough game, regardless of Spurs' form. Arsenal's form going into this game, 2 draws in a row against Brentford and against Wolves. The pressure was on. Man City won yesterday as well to put more pressure on them. So this was a pressured game. And we've seen throughout the years, a lot of the Arsenal players have buckled under the pressure. So this wasn't an easy win. Like the scoreline says that, but if you look at Arsenal's last few games, you wouldn't expect this scoreline to come. So it was a good victory, well-deserved victory. Gyökeres finally showing his nous and what he's been known for. Arsenal finally playing to his strengths. Let's get it right. This is his best game of the season. People might think I'm taking him like that, but I'm not taking him. I'm being honest. Like, you saw his attributes today. The ball in behind him, chasing it down. His hold-up play. His first goal, brilliant finish. Like the ball was in the back of the net before the keeper even dived. And then his second goal again, used his strength. What's it called? Got in front of the defender Archie Gray. He couldn't make a tackle. And another good finish, 1-on-1. Plays around the goalkeeper. So 2 great finishes. And then we go into Eze. Eze probably should have started on Thursday. He had a good performance against Wigan. I know it's only Wigan, but his confidence is up, and still Arteta decided to drop him. So, and again, he's coming to this game. All right, he wasn't. You can't say he was involved in every piece of action, but a lot of Arsenal's good action going forward today was started by him. Yeah, and he's shown when he's allowed to have the freedom, not to. All right, you got to defend, but not to defend on the wing where you're up and down, and wasting your energy going up and down, up and down. When he was in that number 10 spot today, you saw how good he was. Look at that finish. That was a brilliant finish for him. Was it a good touch for him? Probably not. But for him to like contort his body so he could get that powerful shot in, great finish. And then the second goal, nicely followed up. It was his little through ball through to Saka. Saka probably should have buried it, but he was there for the rebounds to get his second goal of the game. That's what, 5 goals in 2 games against Spurs this season, man.
Yeah.
You can't complain about that, man. So you lot go back 5 points clear. Very good victory.
Yeah, definitely, man. I agree with everything you said, man. I feel that, you know, like you said, coming off the back of draws against Brentford and Wolves, you know, the nerves were there. But you know what? I think I took kind of a bit of happiness out of the way we kind of came out of the blocks. In the last 2 games, we haven't come out of the blocks like that. And we came out with some proper intensity that I've wanted to see for a while now. Do you get what I'm saying? Because when we tend to start games like that, we tend to finish games well as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, and even after Rice making the mistake for Moani to score, I feel that Rice even went up a level. Like his head didn't drop. He didn't shy away. I feel he went back up a level, and you know he performed very, very well. Obviously, we know in the second half he had that little miss kick that could have led to something else again. But apart from that, you know, I think he was really good. And like you said with Gyökeres, I agree, man. Like today was like everything I feel went quite well for him. And like you said, we played to his strengths. When the midfielders were getting on the ball, Rice, Eze, they were immediately looking for that forward run of Gyökeres, and balls were being played, you know, behind the last man to him there. And, you know, the shot he had in the first half, which I think was an excellent shot, a little bit more curl, and, you know, he would have scored that one as well. But it just showed that, you know, keep playing to his strengths and he will get goals, you know. Yeah. He will get goals. Obviously, we know at the beginning of the season, a few months ago, there were times where he was getting chances and felt like he wasn't strong enough and he weren't really getting his shots off because the defenders were getting back. But, you know, you could tell by even like his second goal today when the ball was played over the top and, you know, he used his left hand to kind of marshal off and muscle off the defender, which when I've seen in previous games, he hasn't really done that. He hasn't used his body to kind of shield between the ball and the defender, and he's just kind of run alongside the defender. And obviously we know he's not the most pacey centre forward, so the defenders have always kind of got back and got challenges in. But, you know, I feel Gyökeres was really, really good today, man. I guess in terms of the Spurs team, did anyone really impress me today? No one apart from, I guess, Jed Spence. I feel like defensively, Jed was excellent. He was brilliant. For me, he was good. And I just felt that, out of the whole, their midfield, Basuma, I'm a bit surprised at Basuma because, you know, like Dubs was saying in the group, you know, a couple of seasons ago, everyone wanted Basuma. He was that man that everyone wanted. He was the Caicedo before Caicedo. Do you get what I'm saying? Basuma. And now he's just, I don't know what it is. He's looking like a shadow of his former self. I know a lot of players that tend to have gone to Spurs as of late in the last 2-3 years. No one hasn't really pulled up the roots, really. James Maddison, Tell, Moani, Javis, Simmons. Who else have they got? Kudus kind of started well, dropped off, had little moments in there, but obviously he's injured now.
The keeper, was raving like the keeper when he first come in as well. I remember saying the keeper, it was a steal for 17 million. He's like top keeper in the league. I think was it his first season with Big Ange when they were doing so well, but when they were top of the league and stuff, everyone's saying, yeah, he's the keeper to beat and all this stuff. And now look at him, everyone just thinks he's a flapper, man.
Yeah. He is. He's a flapper, man. You know, it's a lot of the players. I just feel, obviously, I know Spurs, like they say, Spurs have got a lot of injuries. But listen, which team? Liverpool's had a lot of injuries this season. Arsenal had a lot of injuries. When was it? At a point as well. Like everyone's has gone through this stage, but the difference between Spurs and everyone else is that, you know, even with their top players, they've still lost games at home. So I think for me, that's a poor excuse, because you can go back to games where they've had most of their players in the team and they've lost at home.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To Bournemouth, I think it was. They've lost to West Ham at home. They've lost to Newcastle. They've lost to so many teams at home this season. So me personally, I'm not having that, man. But listen, in terms of the title, boy, I think that it's next week against Chelsea for us going to be a big game. Hopefully we can beat Chelsea. I still think it's going to be tough. It's going to be so tough. Chelsea's the last team, apart from City. Chelsea's the last team that we play in the top 6, I believe, this season. Which, to me, someone was saying, yeah, it matters, but I'm like, well, didn't we just draw to Wolves? So you can't really say that matters. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter at all. Like, we've just got to do our job, no matter who it is.
Yeah,
we just have to do our job. And when we go to, that's it. Just win. And for me, I'm looking forward to the next few games, but you know, I am kind of looking forward to, you know, that they're at Wembley, and I want to see a performance at Wembley, and you know, I want to win the cup. Obviously, any final you get in, you want to win, no matter what type of cup it is you want to win. Do you get what I'm saying? So I want to win, and I think if we can kind of win that, it could be a catalyst to us putting up the performances and having a real push for the end of the season. Odegaard's obviously back from injury. Havertz could have made it, but I think we just kind of said, you know what, we'll just give you another rest and maybe back for Chelsea next week as well. I know Saka went off. I don't think it was that serious, because when he kind of explained to Madueke when he's going off, he kind of like looked like he kind of played it down. So that's not serious. But in terms of the title, before we get onto you guys, in terms of the title, what's your thoughts? You know, going into the last 10 games of the season,
it's still going to be tight, because at the end of the day, City are what, 5 points behind you with a game in hand. So, say they've won that game in hand. They're 2 points behind you. They still got to go to Etihad. So it's going to be close. Like at the end of the day, both teams will drop points here and there. I think it all boils down to probably the Carabao Cup. Like people say, what's the Carabao Cup got to do with the league? But for me, that's, like you said, it's a momentum shifter. Like for Arsenal, if they win that, they think, right, we finally got something over the line. We won a trophy, and we've beaten our main rivals for the last few years, City, in a cup final. So then that can give you the lift to push on for the rest of the season. Where if you lose it, players might think to themselves, "Aha, here we go again. We can't get it over the line." The papers are going to talk. The fans are going to talk. The pundits are going to talk, saying that once again we haven't got it over the line. We've bottled a cup final. So I think that game there is the most important probably game for Arsenal this season, even though it's nothing to do with the league. But for the mentality of the team, I think it's massive. It's probably the biggest Carabao Cup final we've had for a while, for a long time. I know obviously Newcastle played Liverpool last year and stuff like that, but in terms of the league, I think it's big. So it's all still to play for, man. I've been saying it not all season, but since City are in the title race, like you can't count off City. a lot of people have been writing off City, saying, "Oh, it's Arsenal." I think you can't write off City, regardless if it's not the same City. We always know it's not the same City.
Yeah,
but it's still Pep. It's still the old.
Yeah.
It's still Pep. At the end of the day, Pep ain't changed. You get
Yeah,
what I
and
mean?
it's
And
quite-
I've been listening to a few podcasts, and like what people be saying is sort of true. I didn't really notice it. Like you haven't really seen Reinders too much lately, have you? And you haven't seen Shirky too much. And then someone was saying he does that where he starts. It's not benching players. He's sort of like resting them, so they're ready for this time of the season when he needs them to be fully fit, fully focused.
and sharp.
Because remember the beginning of the season, like Reinders was flying, weren't he? He was flying, and he sort of like had a dip, and then he hasn't really played that much now. And it's like now towards the end of the season, because Reinders basically he's like you would say he's like a Lampard, isn't it? Get into the box, score them goals.
Yeah.
So there's going to be them games where you think, right, these are the games where I'm going to unleash Reinders and say, right, you go get me the goals. So, and their bench is looking a lot stronger. I know people say, no, John Stones is always injured and stuff, but John Stones has been there and done it with City. You get what I mean?
Exactly. Looks a lot healthier. And that, like we were saying earlier when we were talking, players like Donnarumma for me has been, for City this season, Donnarumma has been top class. And I feel that if you're going to push for titles, you got to have a commanding keeper like that. Not saying Ray is not commanding, but sometimes he can be a bit over. Look at the Wolves game. Like Gabriel clearly had the opportunity to header it out, but it's like Ray kind of got a bit ahead of himself and came out, and he done the same thing against Sunderland away as well, which led to the equalizing goal again. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's 2 games, and Raya has he does have his little bozo moments, getting lobbed by Richarlison and things like that, and little moments. But when you look at Donnarumma, like he's just so commanding in that box, and he's like 6'6", so his frame's got massive. Do you get what I'm saying? And last minute saves, the one against Newcastle the other day, I can't remember who shot it, but it was a brilliant save. And then you go back to McAllister a couple of weeks ago as well, brilliant save. And he's made so many saves like that. And I've noticed from when they've brought Donnarumma in, they've done a lot better. Because remember when Trafford started the season and they was conceding left, right, and centre when Trafford was there. Do you get what I'm saying? So Pep, I think Pep straight away was like, okay, bought in Trafford, but we're not sure going forward Trafford could last the whole season. So listen, Donnarumma, let me bring in Donnarumma, which he did. And like we were saying as well, Donnarumma's only 26. He's been around.
I'm saying it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
He's been around so long, playing at AC Milan since 16, 17 years old, their first team goalkeeper at 17 years old. And he's been there, done that, won Champions League last year and been in the biggest of games. He knows what it's about to be in those big games and be relied upon heavily and stuff like that. So, I think Donnarumma is going to be a crucial part to this final few games for City as well, man.
It's massive. He's basically Pep's gone back to basics, isn't it? Because you think about it, he was always about this ball playing goalkeeper, because remember, first of all, did like what's his name? Hart? Is it Hart? Joe Hart. Yeah,
Joe Hart.
Because he couldn't play with his feet, but he's just a normal standard goalkeeper. He's a good goalkeeper, but he couldn't play with his feet, so he brought in is it Bravo from Barcelona? But he was good with his feet, but he wasn't a good goalkeeper. And then he brought in obviously Ederson. Ederson was good with his feet. He was a decent goalkeeper. He tried to carry on that same tradition with getting in Trafford, but Trafford's not the best of his feet either. So he's gone back to basics. You've got Haaland at the end of the day. Kick the ball up to Haaland. He's going to out muscle most centre backs. So you can go long.
I'm telling you.
You get what I mean? But like we were saying offline, like you look down the years of championship teams, they always had a top quality goalkeeper. They always say goalkeepers can save you between 10 to 15 points a season.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, I'm not just saying about it, like Alisson's probably been the best goalkeeper in the league for the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And it's because of how good he is. Like you listen to like certain strikers that they know they have to put it in the stanchion. When you're thinking about that when Alisson's coming at you, like you're second guessing yourself. Where any other goalkeeper, you think, oh, I'll just bury it here. Where same Donnarumma, same Donnarumma, you're thinking to yourself, I've got to put this top bins, and he still might save it. You get what I mean? So you're second guessing yourself when you're bearing down on goal. So they've already got in your head because how good they are. So Ray is a good goalkeeper, but he hasn't got that presence to say, I've got to put it on the mark to beat him.
I've always liked goalkeepers that are like 6'3" and minimum 6'3". Do you get what I'm saying? Because Ray is what, about 6 foot? And when you look at goals like the Wolves goal, not the one that
the first one
drew the game, but the first one, even though Ray was a little bit off his line, I just felt if Donnarumma's in that exact position, because of his height, he's getting more reach and he saves it. And he's made a lot of them Donnarumma's made a lot of them saves where he's been off his line.
Yeah. Due
to his 6'6" frame and his reach being so monstrous. Yeah, I just feel like even like Jens Lehmann, I think, was about 6'2" for us, and Jens Lehmann was probably the last goalkeeper for us where I've thought to myself, boy, if there's a one-on-one,
he's saving it.
When he spreads his arms, he's he cuts the goal down in half. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, man, we just got to keep winning and not worrying about. We just ain't got to look at City. We've got to close our eyes and just win every game and go to the Etihad and not go there to get a draw or not to lose. We got to go there with the mindset of Leon. We got to win. We have to win. Come away through 3 points. And I think if we can keep winning up until that point, and then we can go there and get a result, I think for me, that's the one that kind of pushes it over the edge and says, first time in 22 years. But listen, man, let's get into you guys now, man, because boy, that man, boy, Mac saved you today. Obviously, scored a late goal, was ruled offside due to handball, which me personally, I was looking at it thinking, Ola Aina's kicked it against him. He's just kind of gone up to block it, and it's hit his, I don't know, it's raised his elbow, whatever, and then rebounded in. But for me, I'm just like, how can you not? It's not a deliberate action. So how is that not a goal? It don't make sense.
It's just weird, man. It's just like I heard a few people saying it. Like if that was a striker striking at the goal and a defender did that, would you give a penalty? You wouldn't, would you?
Sure. You wouldn't, because it's not. Yeah, it's not a deliberate. It's not a deliberate. His arms were outstretched.
Exactly.
His arm was tucked in, and he jumped with his arm tucked in.
Yeah.
So how do you disallow that? It just doesn't make sense.
But
so I was kind of. You see.
Yeah.
I was kind of happy when he got the thing.
Yeah.
I was happy when he got the winner because I thought he deserved that goal. So when he got the winner, I was like, fair play. Yeah. Fair play. You know what I mean? Yeah. But in terms of the way you
got lucky, played, he got lucky. It's a smash and grab. Let's have it right, man. It's a smash and grab. I'll take the 3 points and walk away. We didn't play well today at all. I think Wirtz's injury in the warm up sort of like destroyed us because obviously we probably been preparing with him all week.
Yeah, all week
in that position. He's been on good form for the last month. He's sort of gluing our midfield and attack. He's been really good. And then at the last minute to put Jones in there. Jones is a good player, but he's not, for me, he's not really a number 10. And we just looked disjointed, man. Forrest on top for the first 20 minutes. Didn't really do much apart from that one chance. Again, like we said about goalkeepers having a presence. He comes out, sort of like worries Hudson-Odoi and Hudson-Odoi kicks it right at him. So we got away with that one. But apart from that, they didn't really have that much chances. Van Dijk and Konate, that's like their third clean sheet in a row. Them two are looking good. Kirkes is looking like the player that played at Bournemouth last season. So happy with him. But yeah, it was just disjointed, man. Salah and
I thought Rio, when Rio came on, I thought he was a bright spark, man.
Yeah, he really was. Salah and Gakpo were poor. I know a lot of people are like making out because Salah was smiling that he's like annoyed. It's like we all body language experts now. He's smiling because he knows he didn't have a good game.
Yeah,
get what I mean? So, like you said, Rio came on. Like you said, bright spark. That was a great cross that he dug out for Hugo. Hugo, he's got to bury that, man. His heading is his heading. He's got to sort that out, man. He's got to put that in the back of the net.
He's got to work on it.
Yeah, he's got to work on it. And then again, Szoboszlai, good crossing. Van Dijk knocks it back into the box, and Max there to get the 3 points for us. And then there's another VAR check. I was like, here we go. We're done in there. But Van Dijk and his big size is hiding the defender behind him, and he's onside, and we run away 3 points. Did we deserve the 3 points? No. Am I gonna complain about it? Hell no. Hell no. We needed 3 points, man. Chelsea dropped points yesterday. And again, which is good. There's one thing I can say: the last 2 games now, when Man United dropped points and when Chelsea dropped points, we capitalized on it, and we've done the same again today. Chelsea dropped points yesterday. We got 3 points today, so it's a good thing. That's the way you got to see it. So and plus we put pressure now on Man United tomorrow. Man United now have to get some sort of result tomorrow against Everton. And that's not going to be easy. And Villa, Villa as well.
Not performing. We was talking about it earlier. So do you think Villa have got the potential to drop out? Villa still got to play City. I think they still got Chelsea, I believe. They still got a few.
They still got us.
Still got you. They still got a lot of top teams left to play. So do you think Villa could be the ones that drop out rather than United or Chelsea?
They could well do, bro. It's sort of like, remember last season, look at Forest. Forest were up there the whole season in the Champions League spot and then dropped out into the Europa conference. So they can do. Will Emery start concentrating on the Europa once that's back up and running?
Yeah, probably.
So because you think about it, he's sort of got 2 chances, isn't he, to get into the Champions League?
Yeah,
he's going to want to win a cup. So even if he does drop out the top 5, he's still got the Europa.
And I'm looking at Villa's last 2 games of the season are Liverpool and Man City. Their last 2 games.
There you go.
Of the season.
Yeah, that's tough.
So
and look at last year. Their last game of the season was Man United, didn't it? And they lost that.
Yeah.
And that's why they didn't get Champions League last year.
Exactly. So yes, it could be a thing for Villa, man. Villa still got United. They still got Chelsea. They still got Sunderland. They still got Spurs, Villa, Liverpool. City, Liverpool, Burnley, Forest, West Ham. Teams that are struggling for relegation, and they're away to Wolves next. That's a little Midland derby. So
The Wolves have been playing well. It's just to have it right. They could have won today, missed a penalty, and then one of their players got sent off in 2 yellow cards in like 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
And Palace only scored towards the end of the game as well. So they've been doing decent under Rob Edwards, man. And we got them twice in like 3 days next week. Not this week coming, the week after. Yeah, we got them in the league on Tuesday, and then we got them on the FA Cup on the Friday, which I hate TNT Sports, man. Like, this is why Klopp was always cussing them, man. Like, how we played on a Thursday, a Tuesday night, and then you got us to play on a Friday night in the FA Cup. Like, why can't we play the weekend? And the same with you. They've done you lot dirty as well. So I think you got because you got 8 o'clock kickoff on Wednesday, And then I saw you got Macclesfield at 12:30 on the Saturday.
Saturday, the early one, yeah.
Yeah, like, what's going on? You get what I mean?
It don't make no sense. Because the thing is, like, you know, like you said, you play Wolves in the week and then you play them on the Friday.
Yeah.
But then you haven't got a game for 10 days. So them just put it 1 day or even 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it don't make no sense, man. But let's quickly have a word on just a couple of the other games this weekend. Obviously, Chelsea won, Burnley won. I didn't see that coming. When Chelsea scored so early, after like 3-4 minutes, I thought, okay, could be a steamroller thing. But you know, credit to Burnley, they held on, man. They played decent. Fofana obviously got sent off for Chelsea, I think. Second challenge was a stupid challenge. You're already on a yellow. That second challenge was stupid, and it's a few times I think Fofana. I think he's had a few reds this season. I think, but for me, Fofana, like that, he's a lot of people still rave on about him, but for me personally, I don't think he's that player that he should be.
Not
like, I know he's had, I know he's had bad injuries and stuff, and he's come back. But for me, his attitude to how it was before, especially at Leicester, to now, I find his arrogance has gone up a bit more. He's a lot more arrogant, like
I've made it now. I've made it. Yeah. And the arrogance is more than the actual hard work and talent. So it's kind of put me off for Fofana, man. But yeah, good result. Good result, to be fair, for Burnley. They could have won it at the end as well. You know, the corner at the end, they should have buried that header. Yeah. They should have buried that. Obviously, City 2, Newcastle 1. Man, O'Reilly, I think he's definitely in Thomas Tuchel's plans. Yeah. I think he's had a brilliant season, man. Pep's produced another one, man. I mean, But the weird thing is that he started in the season at left back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now he's putting him in his, well, I wouldn't even say his natural position now, because he was a number 10, weren't he, going through the youth ranks.
Yeah.
So now he's sort of playing centre midfield, and he scored 2 good goals, man. The first goal, it's the same thing of like I've been saying to Specs and D, man. Pope can't dive to his right no more, because it was a good, get me wrong, it was a good, powerful shot, but keeper's got to be saving that, man. For me, Second goal's a brilliant header, put it straight back where the cross came from. So nothing wrong with that one.
Yes, it's like you say about the first goal. It's like, for me, I felt like the way his body was shaped as a goalie, down to your right, that's the only place you can go.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like Pope was so slow to the dive. It's just like, I don't even know, man. 1 minute, I know obviously Specs is calling for Ramsey, and then Ramsey comes in, and Ramsey has nightmares, and then
they call it for Pope,
Pope. So with them, you just don't know, man. But I feel Newcastle overall, you know, I think they played decent. I feel that when Lewis Hall equalised, I feel they kind of just needed to hold on for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then, you know, they could have maybe put something together, but conceding straight away, basically near enough straight away, I think that kind of killed the momentum for a bit. But, you know, like I said, they still play decent. They just couldn't get it over the line. And like we explained earlier, Donnarumma, you know, made some brilliant saves, man. It's tough. He's a tough keeper to score past, man. So
and then I look at it. I watched like the highlights. I was out. I watched like the highlights and stuff. And if you see like how Haaland slumped to the ground and how quick Pep came onto the pitch, like that was a pressure game for him, man. They wanted to win that, man. They was like Haaland was putting himself about, man. got an assist.
Best player on the pitch, man.
Yeah, got an assist. He was
He
up
was
and down,
everywhere.
just defending. Yeah, man. From the highlights I saw,
Yeah.
man, extended highlights, he played well, man. So that was a
Yeah.
proper performance, man. It wasn't just don't get no touches. He was putting the shift in. So you can see City have sort of got that bit between their teeth now. It's like, yeah, we've got a chance of winning this now. So next 10 games going to be interesting.
Yeah, and I feel that Pep wants he wants the league more than anything. After losing out last season, I think he doesn't want to. I don't think he's ever gone like 2 seasons in a row without winning it, has he?
Nah, he hasn't. Never in his career, he's never done that. Yeah,
so I think this is where he's just like, boom. But boy, I'm still waiting on that 115 charges, mate. Because
that's what I'm saying.
Listen, I don't know what's going on, because by now they should have been deducted at least 30 points, and then we could have just wrapped up this title, man. At a crew, you know what I'm saying? But boy, listen. To be fair, if we can win it, I'd rather win it this way, where we can say, you know, we were challenged and we went, you know, we battled from toe to toe instead of them getting a massive points deduction. And
yeah, you know what people are going to say though, if they get the points deduction, you only won it because City got their points deduction. You get what I mean? Like the same way people say, Liverpool won the league in COVID, but you don't see we were like 16, 20 points ahead of Man City when COVID hit.
Exactly. Before COVID hit, you'd wrapped it out before COVID anyway.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. So and then people don't realize like the season after there was still COVID and City won that league, but you don't say COVID there.
Exactly. It's just the way it's the way of the world, isn't it? It's just the way it is, man. Yeah, that's it really, man. It's a couple other games. Spoke about Villa 1, Leeds 1, Brentford 0, Brighton 2, Brentford losing at home to Brighton. I'm just thinking, it just makes me even more angry, thinking, man, why couldn't we go there and win? You know, why couldn't we win? And I think now I hope today the players take this win and they use that now. They use that fuel now to go on and try, and it's gonna be tough. But you know, they need to reach out and get that energy from 2 seasons ago when the second half we went on that and we went on a long run and we just winning, and we were just focused and just playing attacking football and scoring goals. That's what I feel we need to do, is play attacking football, and we will get goals. When this like we spoke about today, Timber for me, I don't know whether he's tired because he is playing a lot, right? So I'll use that as an excuse. But Timber, I feel Timber's slipping, and you can see Mosquera came on quite early.
Bossed it as well, right? Man. And he come on, he did
brilliant. Spence was like, damn, who's this guy? Because Spence get it right. Spence was getting the better of Timber a lot of the time.
Yeah,
you know,
Spencer's quality, man. Spencer's quality. 2 years ago, I was calling. I was saying I wanted Liverpool to get him. I rate him, man. I rate him.
And he's just signed a new deal at Spurs as well.
Yeah. Well, you never know. If they get relegated, you might have a relegation clause in that contract.
Listen, imagine they get relegated. To see the amount of players that they have, they'll have to offload. Whoo. I'm telling you, boy, it'll be interesting. Who would even want them? I mean, you know, probably maybe like the Bournemouths and Sunderlands and Forests and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Apart from you might get Spence and Kudus at one of the top clubs, but apart from that, I can't really think. You know, even Xavi Simons, like I've said, man, Xavi Simons this season, he's had a few moments, but overall he's not impressed me whatsoever. He's not impressed me. He's hit and miss, man. But yeah, man, before we get out, anything else you want to speak about? Or
no, Nah, man. It's just on to next week, innit? Just win
Yeah,
again
man.
for both of us. That's the main thing, man. Another big game for you lot. Next Sunday, Chelsea.
Chelsea at home, yeah. Who have you got?
Yeah. We got West Ham at home. And they've been in decent form, man. It's not gonna be an easy game, man. Hopefully Wirtz is back next week. From what I'm hearing from Slot in the press conference was a bit of discomfort in his back. He's had it niggling, so they just took him out of the fire line as a precaution. So hopefully he's back for next weekend. And we go again, man. Got a nice little 7-day break until next weekend, so we go again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. For both of us, I think this is the first time in a while there's no kind of midweek type of game, or so like we've got a little nice break now. Or I think we play Chelsea Sunday. Are we Super Sunday?
You're Super Sunday next week, yeah. 4:30 kickoff
again, boy. So yeah, at least we can have a rest, and players can come back. Havertz, like I said, come back in. Calafiori can rest a bit more as well.
Ben White hopefully comes back.
White,
who is off today, isn't it?
Yeah, Odegaard as well, rest a bit more, and just get a thing. But for me, next week I'll probably start the same team against Chelsea that started today. Probably start the exact same team. So, and then we go again, man. Let Eze stay in that 10 and play with that freedom he played today, and try and build on getting Eze right. Do you know what I mean? The player that we know, and we know what he can do, man. But yeah, man, big up Scats, man. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back in the week. I'm sure there'll be something going on in the week.
We'll have a breakdown of of our weekend fixtures.
Yeah, man. We'll try and get some of the boys. Maybe do a panel show this week, innit?
Yeah.
Try and get some of the guys together for a panel show, man. But
maybe we can talk about. We find out this week who we're playing, aren't we? In the Champions League, innit? Champions
League. Oh yeah. So that's going to be a big one, man. Obviously Newcastle already through.
Yeah.
Carabao Gate coming back in that game. Yeah, away through, City's through, Spurs through. So yeah, I think all English teams are through, innit?
Yeah.
To the next phase of the Champions League. So yeah. Maybe that's a good angle we can talk about, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, let's try and get a panel show this week, man. See what everyone's up to, what times, and then we'll get a panel show, man. See what we can do, man. But yeah, man. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Arsenal 4, Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 1. Match reviews. Big yourself out, everyone watching. Cheers for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, man. We appreciate the comments. So give us a like and give us a comment.
Give us a hype as well. Then when we say give it like a 1 or 2 days, you can hype the video. So that'd be much appreciated as well.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Scans, bless up, man. We'll be back.
Bless up, bro.
All right. Peace.
What a massive win! Absolutely incredible.